I'd like to start this one by speaking specifically about the essence of the name of the highest creator, the one God, the one power, the one force that's within and around all of creation. This deity, entity, being, if you will, I believe is a spiritual energy, a being of all omnipresence and omnipotence that transcends beyond what mankind may be able to even perceive as any other deity. It goes beyond the power of angels and man and what we can understand even. But this deity, I believe, to be called YAH HA. It's 2 syllables. In the English language, it would be YH. In the old Hebrew and even the modern Hebrew, it would be YH. YAH HA in the oldest pronunciation of it. YAH HA. In the second dialect, it would be pronounced YAH HA. YAH HA. In modern day Hebrew, it would be pronounced Yodhe or Yoda, kind of like the Star Wars movie. But this is real life, what I'm talking about. YAH HA means, in the most ancient language, it has many meanings. It has infinite meanings. In other words, the name YAH HA means all of creation. Each individual piece, element, power, everything within and all around. It's a spirit, energy, being, God, creator. And it's self-aware and all omniscient, potent, and powerful. So YAH HA means, one of the meanings that we'll be able to understand and that I want to share, and that's been shared with me, this has been known before, is YAH HA. The meaning of it, the essence of it, means I am. It also means the omnipresent hand, the revealer of all creation. In the omnipresent hand of the omnipresent existence of the revealer of all creation. That is what YAH HA means in essence. Now, in the oldest language, here's in the oldest dialect, here at the top of the page, you can see how to write Y is this symbol here. It looks like a circle with a line coming out of the top of it. And here you have H. Looks like a man with his hands raised and his 2 legs here. So from right to left, it would be pronounced, and again in the oldest dialect, YAH HA, I am, or the omnipresent hand of the omnipresent hand of the omnipresence, the revealer of all existence. I am YAH HA. The second dialect pronounces this same name, YOD HA, means I am. Modern day Hebrew, they changed all the vowels, but it still means the same thing. Yodha or Yodhe. It means I am. And that is God, the highest. Allah, the title, by the very meaning of it. That's what Moses was told when Moses asked, "Who are you?" The answer was YAH HA. The being, the energy, the spirit within and around all that is, was, or will ever be. YAH HA. That's it right there. That's yours. It's everywhere. It's amazing. It really is. Now, the alternative way in the second dialect, the way of writing YAH HA or YAH HA is like this. A circle with a line coming out of the top. Y. It's pronounced YAH HA. Or in the second dialect, YAH HA. 2 syllables. YAH HA means I am. You see. Now, what I'm going to be discussing and sharing with anyone in the whole world who wants it, because it's theirs. All you have to do is take it. Or not, it's already within and around you and everything else. The one deity, YAH HA. You see. Now I'm going to be going through the 20 names of the holiest of the holiest. The 20 names, the divine, YAH HA. And the old script and the old symbols, and there again, I want to discuss something. The Hebrews, the original nomads from the desert, that were part of Moses' bloodline, were dispersed all over the whole globe. But when they first started out, they had an original language that had no vowels. It was simple and beautiful, and it was the original. Now, as time passed, they became slaves to other peoples, starting with the Egyptians, and they assumed some of the identity, some of the language, and some of the blood and marriage with Egyptians. And they assumed some of the hieroglyphs and some of the practices and even some of the deities of the Egyptians. And this has created a lot of confusion for me and for a whole lot of people. And each day when we seek the Almighty, the all-knowing YAH HA, we try and cut through the confusion. We cut through the confusion with Zah. That's the word. That's the double-edged, the cherubim's wield, the word of God, the divine God sword. You understand? We're trying to find our way back through the confusion, through the Bible, back to what we used to have. And so far, this is where we are right here, starting with the letter A. Now this is the old Hebrew, and let me see here if I can. The first holiest name of the holiest 20 names of tetragrammatons with an S on the end, because YAH HA applies to many powers and elements, going beyond all things that we can think of. Sun, infinite types of fires, infinite types of powers, infinite dimensions of heavens and places and powers that we know of, and many that we will never know of. Some of it is unsearchable. The first name, the letter A, in the old Negev desert language, Allah or Allah. Right here, this first name, what it means, and I go through it, is YAH HA. It means I am. YAH HA. YAHA'Al. YAH. This is the first holy tetragrammaton. Its pronunciation after the essence of YAH HA, the I am deity of Moses. Right here, you see it as it's written out, letter for letter, symbol for symbol. And in the speech, the oldest dialect, it would be pronounced YAH Al YAH, means I am the most mighty one, the most mighty deity, I am. That's what it means. So it'd be YHA YH. And see, this is something very special for you. If you can accept this, you have accepted something, because it is. I don't know to this day why I've been able to receive. I can't even tie my own shoes right sometimes. But this is my riches right here. This is it. Now, this is alphabetical order of the old language. As I come down the page, it's the tetragrammatons with an S. It means plural. Tetragrammatons plural. YAH HA. In the oldest language, the Negev Desert pronunciation, YAH HA means it is a title. It is the house of the I am deity. The house, the one who is within and all around. All of creation is the house of the holiest God of Moses. Nothing is hidden. This Almighty Almightiest being is within and all around. There's nothing hidden. It's all belonging to this being. YAH HA. And this symbol in the middle here, the B, ba or bata, is, or bat, ba'alt, is once again a name, a tetragrammaton, that explains that YAH, the temple, is within and all around. The kingdom is within and all around, just like the Messiah said. And this is the name right here that invokes it. Right here. YAH HA. It means that it's the I am temple. I am. The temple of I am is all creation, because the Creator is within and around everything. Every atom, every planet, every star, every sun, every universe, every galaxy. Everything. Nothing's hidden. Now, as I go on down this page here, we're going to find all the tetragrammatons once again. We're going to go through them and the definition, one letter and one tetragrammaton at a time. And the oldest pronunciation of the Negev Desert, which they call Negev Desert Hebrew. It's the original language of mankind, basic. YAH HA. YAH HA. What this name means is I am alive. The symbol for alive in the Negev, although it has been changed and altered throughout the ages, was a flower and represented something growing that was living. And you know, this name is a blessed name. YAH HA. YAH HA. In the second dialect, it would be pronounced YAH HA. Means I am alive. I am. And the deity, the being, the super energy, the I am energy, if you will, the sun, the power within the sun that makes the sun what the sun is, the power in the magnet that makes the magnet what the magnet is YAH, is the energy, the being, the creator. And this is the old language that Moses would have been tapping on the stone and with the hammer to put into the mountain. And this is not a mountain, but it's a page. You see? And that's what that means. Now, theoretically and mathematically, YAH can apply to all elements, powers, numbers, symbols, thoughts, perceptions, everything that you can imagine. And that's why this power, this deity, this being, this creator is within and around all things, is the true creator, not a stand-in God, not a tyrant, but the supernatural creator, YAH HA. Now, as we go through the 20 holy tetragrammatons, you will see here, just below the other one, another holy tetragrammaton. It is YAH Da YAH. YAH Da YAH. This is an interesting one. This name, this tetragrammaton of the I Am tetragrammatons, means I am the all-knowing I am. YAH Da YAH. And so this would be YH C, or the symbol for C, YH. I mean D, excuse me, D. This is D. Sorry about that. YH, the symbol for D, Da, YH. YAH Da YAH. I am all-knowing I am. Now, up here again, this was the letter C, and then this is in alphabetical order. Once again, I like to do this. This is A, B, C, D. What we're going through here is to try to make it so simple that a child can understand. I can't even remember to tie my shoes. I can't remember stuff from day to day. I'm crippled socially in a lot of different ways, but somehow I can understand a language that I've been obsessed with for many years. I don't know why the scholars aren't making this front page news. This is exciting. Look at that. You know who this belongs to? It doesn't belong to me. This belongs to all creation. This is the signature of the Creator. The language and I said he. Let me stop again and say something else. YAH HA, the I Am being, the creator, the one that spoke to Moses who chose to manifest as one particular type of a power, a non-consuming flame, something that a human can see is being there. This particular energy, creator, the grandest, within, the greatest, YAH HA, transcends flesh, transcends gender, transcends form into a realm that goes beyond what the angels can even imagine. And it drove me crazy, it really did. So here you have another tetragrammaton of the Almighty. Ist. YAH HA. Now what does this name mean? This is what Moses told this deity after he had, been in the presence of this energy, the I Am energy. He said, YAH. That means here I am. You see, now this tetragrammaton, if you listen closely, you'll hear it. YAH YAH. You hear? It means I am here. I am. And this is another revelation that the I Am is here, but where? Everywhere. Everywhere you know and don't know. That is the Creator's power. It's omnipresence. That's why, we can keep learning about it in one lifetime, and for the beings that get more than one lifetime, you can learn about it as much as you can, but you'll never know it all. Not even close. That's why it's unsearchable. That there's only one creator that has no equal. And that is YAH HA Allah, the one I am that I am, as the most mightiest one, the most mighty one. And this is exciting news. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Now, as I go down the page, the 20 tetragrammatons with an S. I hope you are enjoying it as much as me, because I don't know how I feel. I mean, I tell you what, let's go with this. This is one of my favorites. Okay. This name, YAH HA, YAH HA, you know. This name means I am the ascending I am. That's what that name means. And it's one of the tetragrammatons. One of the many tetragrammatons. And if it were to be put into a computer program, I'm not sure exactly what all the different combinations are in this particular language, but there are other languages besides this one. This is the one that YAH decided to converse with mankind with, and to give as the original language, the first language, the Negev desert script that had no vowels, that was not diluted with any of the Egyptian practices, nor any of the Roman practices, nor any of the other world powers and peoples that conquered and kind of ended up changing the original language for the original people of the original God, if you will. Now, as we go here, this is kind of a play on words. I really like this one because there's two letters in a row here, and if you listen, I have a problem stuttering a lot of times, but I'm not actually stuttering this time. This is how it's pronounced. YAH, just listen to this. YAH HA. You hear? So what it means is I am the omnipresent revealer. I am. Isn't that something? So once again, YAH HA, YAH. You see? And that is that. Now, there's two more of the tetragrammatons on this page, and this is going to take a while to get this one through, but because there's another page and another page. But YAH HA, YAH HA, YAH. You see, YAH HA, YAH means it is the it's a tetragrammaton of divine, what's the word I'm looking for here? It is certainty. In other words, if you tell somebody, you know, if your name is James, and you tell someone that's, you know, your name is James, my name's James. If you tell them your name's James, you just tell them, yeah, my name's James. If you tell them in a way that's certain, you say, I'm James, me. That certainly is me. I'm James. So this is the tetragrammaton of certainty. YAH HA, YAH. And it means, word for word, I am certainly. I am. As we come on through the page, we're going to another tetragrammaton. YAH YAH. This means I am the arisen. I am. And these tetragrammatons are the 20 tetragrammatons of the omnipresent original God, the only one who can be called Allah or God or YAH or any of the terms that equal right out to the Creator, the greatest. YAH YAH means I am the arisen, I am the arisen one, the only one. There's no other like me, is what that means. And over and over again in the old stone scripts, you would see if they had not, if they recover any of this stuff from the deserts, if they do, it will be exactly like it is on the page, one of the two dialects. Now, these are some of my favorites here. There's 6 or 7 different ways to write this name here. This is an amazing name, and it deals with different powers and the polarity of the YAH HA, the deity, the I am deity. YAH HA is this name. Basically, this is, and if we went through this here, let's come back to this page. I don't think I went through what letters these were. Again, this symbol in the Negev old script is an F. This symbol is a G. Again, this symbol is an F, Fa. This symbol is a G. This symbol is an H. This symbol is a K. This symbol is an L. And there again, you'll have some scholars that are fighting over, saying that these symbols vary. Yeah, they do vary, but these are the oldest ones found on the cave wall that nobody got to change. Not the ones that they found on those tablets that they're saying that, I believe the ones they found on the tablets are Egyptian mixtures of various symbols that deal with different deities that, and it's possible that a few of these might not be the exact originals, but these are the closest that I believe anybody can get to the oldest symbols that there are. These right here. And they weren't... Hold on for a minute. Alright. Now we're back to this page. This name, again, like I said, this has about 6 or 7 different ways it can be written. The name is I am tetragrammaton, meaning it is a name, one of the 20 holiest names of God. YAH HA in the oldest language. It has different meanings. It represents the polarity of the deity, YAH, the omnipresent power of being within and around all the energies and the polarities that exist in nature and in the universe. This symbol, Ma, if you will, the way that it is laid out in this tetragrammaton, YAH HA, basically it could be translated several different ways. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. YAH HA means I am the pattern of the unsearchable I am. I am the pattern of the unsearchable I am. YAH HA. The pattern of the unsearchable is what people think of as chaos. But you must understand that to us, although what we may believe to be chaotic and chaos, the divinity, YAH, knows the pattern to it and can see the form of the pattern in it. Although to us it may seem chaos and be a fearsome thing, the Almighty YAH knows the pattern, the very pattern of chaos, and this is what this name signifies. YAH. I am the pattern of the unknown energy I am. I am the pattern of chaos I am. I am the pattern of the mightiest unknown energy I am. YAH. And I'll guarantee you haven't heard these tetragrammatons before, because I hadn't heard them before. I've been obsessed with this in even unhealthy ways for a long time. But I want to share this because that's what should be done with such things. because it's everyone's. It's not meant to be thrown under a lamp or used as a vice to control somebody else or anything. And that's why it's been hidden for so long, because all the people that found it, a lot of people have found YAH HA. They found this, they found these different things, but they don't make this something that is meant to be made famous. It's not meant to be hidden. YAH HA didn't hide his name from Pharaoh or anybody. He made Moses go and say it. He made all the people aware. YAH HA is who I am. YAH HA, I am who I am. YAH HA YAH HA, YAH HA YAH HA, I am that I am. YAH HA YAH HA. And you know, if people wait till they're perfect to find these powers, or what is perceived to be perfect to pronounce these powers, they're going to be dust in the ground, blowing in the wind, and all over the place first. It's never going to happen. No one's perfect. But this is a great discovery, guaranteed. And it's going to help a lot of people. It already is. Just the resonance of the sound, each syllable. YAH HA YAH HA. I am the pattern of the unknown powers. I am the pattern of the unknown energy. I am the pattern of chaos itself. I am YAH HA YAH HA. I am the mightiest energy of the pattern of the unknown, of the unsearchable. I am YAH HA YAH HA. That's quite a name. It's one of the holiest tetragrammatons of all times. Now, as we come through here, we have another tetragrammaton. This name here, and there again, this symbol here at the top is one of the very many different ways to write out the M letter. Like it would translate as M in English. The be pronounced Ma. YAH HA YAH HA, once again, is a name that means I am the very pattern, the almightiest energy, the very pattern of chaos. I am. That's what the name means. Now as we come to the symbol below that, the Negev symbol that looks like a snake, right here, this snake symbol, it is pronounced Na, you see. And as you go to the, to the right, where we're going to go from right to left, YAH HA, YAH HA YAH HA. YAH HA YAH HA means I am. This is and there again, every scholar, just like everybody has a different take on something, will have something different to say perhaps. But I can tell you that although I may be retarded in some ways, in other ways I'm quite capable of even more than I may even know. I know that this name signifies a divine prayer, and it is a prayer that is it is saying the name. This name is a prayer itself. It is a prayer of it is a prayer. It's almost beyond words, basically. YAH HA YAH HA basically means the almightiest deity, if you will, the YAH HA, the I am deity, knows what you need before you pray for it, because that energy, that power is so much a part of you, within and all around, that is one with you, that knows your prayer and is your prayer. And I don't know I hope that didn't sound too much like rambling, but that's as close as I can get to the translation of this tetragrammaton. YAH HA YAH HA is a divine statement that YAH, the God, the highest, knows what you need before you pray for it, just like the Messiah said. Because the deity, being part of your emotion and knowing your pain or your gladness, whatever you're feeling, knows what you're praying, because the deity YAH is your prayer and knows what you need before you even asked for it. Gave it to your heart what to ask for, and you didn't even know it. YAH HA. That's the tetragrammaton of the God of Moses, one of the 20 that I'll be sharing with you today. Now, as you look upon the tetragrammatons, they are written out from right to left. But who should take credit for this? This belongs to God himself. Moses didn't go into the promised land because he forgot in his frustration to realize that God only has written this on the walls, on stones, with the fingers of fire. I just redrew it here, was all. See that? This is a powerful name. This name here is a representative power of the non-consuming flame, the burning bush. YAH HA, you see. YAH HA, or YAH HA. This name means I am the burning tree, the eternal burning tree, the non-consuming eternal burning tree. That's what this name means. YAH. I am the eternal, non-consuming, burning tree. I am. This is what this symbol right here means. This is a Q, is what that would be. That's what that would be. Or, you know, so, like I said, every scholar looks at a lot of these symbols differently, but this is pretty much what it is. Just what you see is what you get right here. YAH Qua. Well, let me go over here. We're going to go up the page right here to this one. This is a YHQ, one of the holy tetragrammatons again. And it means YAH Qua YAH. And this is a tetragrammaton that means the burning bush. It means the I am deity that was within the burning bush to make it appear as a non-consuming flame. That energy, that forever non-consuming, eternal, holiest flame, a tree, a burning holy fire, a highest flame. Is what that means. It's one of my favorites. Below that, even at the bottom, and here it is, YAH HA. This is a holy fire symbol. YAH HA. You know, YAH means I am. Sha means basically lightning or some divine flame in the heavens. This is not the one that is associated with the sun necessarily, but can be. And as you see the tetragrammaton before and after is another way of saying within and all around, before and after. It's eternal. YAH HA. See that? YAH HA. And this is a tetragrammaton of holy fire. These are what we would consider the holy fire tetragrammatons, because they deal with holy fire. This would be the S or the SH symbol in the old Negev, the desert Hebrew script, and is a very powerful protective symbol, if you will. Down here below that is more the, start the music again if I can. right below that symbol, you see right here, YAH HA. And there again, this is what I want to talk to you about for a second. This circle represents basically it is something that brings something else together. It's a circle. It's something that makes something part of something else, and it represents a circle, something that is together. It is connected all the way around. YAH HA, YAH HA. And it is one of the two most holy tetragrammatons. YAH HA, YAH HA. Now, for the scholars that believe that this symbol right here is pronounced with a W instead of a V, then we would say YAH YAH. That's the tetragrammaton, the one that most people think of, the YHWH tetragrammaton. And it means I am who I am, you see. And that's what it is. It doesn't mean people are perfect or anything. It just means that, you know, you find something, when you know that you found something that means something to you, you value it. There's more value on this page than there is in all the whole world, this whole world, all the worlds. The symbols. Now, as you go down the page here, this is another one of the play on words that I spoke to you about before. YAH HA, YAH HA. What this means is that I am and there again, there's just so many different translations that it's almost like numbers in a computer. There's millions of different ways of saying it, but I like to say that this tetragrammaton, this one particular, means I am. Let's try to make it as simple as possible. I am the omnipresent hand. I am. YAH HA, YAH HA. I am the omnipresent hand. I am. Now, and that's something too. So as I turn the page, just let me turn the page here. I've turned the page. I've turned this page. So, you know, I got into arguments in the past with scholars and different things because I didn't know where they were going with a whole lot of different things. Translations, letters being left out, symbols being changed around, things being obscured for whatever reason. But if we can come back to this symbol, this is two V's, these two circles where my finger's pointing to, they've been connected. And basically, you know, in the English language, if you think of a V, a W looks like two V's put together. I want you to see this real fast, that in the Negev language, this symbol right here represents a V, I believe. This one circle. Now, when you put two of them together, it's a double V. And I'm not sure where the confusion came from with the V and the W sound, but I think it had something to do with this. Now, the YHWH tetragrammaton, seeing that W is an actual vowel, I said vowel, that was a mistake. It was an actual letter pronunciation in the old Negev script. Then this would be pronounced YAH WA YAH. YAH WA YAH. And it means I am who I am. Or I am in the likeness of I am. And it's a name that's associated with Michael the Archangel. This name right here. YAH WA YAH. And this name right here. YAH WA YAH. This would be a name associated with Michael the Archangel right here. Now as I turn as I turn all the pages, got a couple more pages to go through. Look at this. See this symbol? This is another symbol that is associated with Michael the Archangel. It looks like a cross, but in actuality, in truth, it is a letter of the old script. It is a T. It is pronounced Ta, and is a symbol that is translated as with, or being with, as I am with. And this tetragrammaton is one of my favorite tetragrammatons, of the I am tetragrammatons, of the many of them, because if you look here, you'll see it says plainly YAH HA. What does that mean? That means I am with I am. And I am with I am is pretty powerful, because you see, I am is omnipresent. I am can be standing in China, appear there as whatever element, power, or form, and appear a million other places doing something at the same time. Because I am is with I am. I am is with and around all things, all powers and elements. And this is the way a lot of times that a lot of the enemies of this deity were shocked, confused, confounded, and completely obliterated by a omnipresent warrior. YAH HA is a tetragrammaton that is it basically pronounces that it's an omnipresence of being with, but being with what? Being with all creation, anywhere that YAH wants to be, everywhere, all the time, withdrawing force away from one spot and putting it somewhere else, appearing in a form, one or a million or a myriad, and disappearing at will. That's the power of the deity of Moses, and this is one of my favorite tetragrammatons of all. YAH HA. Again, YHTYH. There you go. Now, as I flip through these different ones here, we look and see, what does this represent? These symbols represent divine craft. The meaning of it is the cunning of the I am. It is the deity that is older than creation, the creator that is older than creation. There's creator that is superior to creation. The creator who's superior to both man and angels. The creator who is superior to man and angels. This name has many different meanings, but it represents a power that's wiser. It has many different meanings. There's many things that are associated with the symbology you see written on this page. It means wiser than the serpent. It means older than the serpent. It means the cunning of the Almighty God, the Almightiest specifically, YAH, the I am being, the highest God of Moses. This represents the cunning of this being that transcends gender, that is omnipresent and all powerful beyond imagination. From left to right, YHX YH. So YAH YAH. And see, that's a difficult one to pronounce, but that is how you pronounce it. YAH YAH. And that's the divine cunning right there. The divinity, the highest, the unsearchable, the one who will always win in the end. YAH HA. Now here is another one that I think is interesting. This is the flame symbol in the middle. This represents solar, one particular element, power, that is created and owned and governed by this deity, YAH HA, and his angel, the number one angel that he has placed over these things would be, first of all, would be the Messiah, who was sent, to become embodied as a human being. But before that, he was an angel, the first of all creation, and in charge of, and king over all the other spirit lights, if you will. This particular symbol is associated with the day star, the sun, and is part of the Negev script. Now it has become a sense of confusion from old times, from Egypt to Persia and many other places, where some people worship the sun itself, or worship the creator, or try and worship one of the angels that might be in charge of governing it, instead of worshiping YAH, the power within it and all around it. YAH, the one deity, the only supreme one, YAH, as the one God. YAH HA YAH, Yahweh YAH, or Yahweh YAH. You see, YAH, the energy within the energy. That is the deity. The sun within the sun. The power is YAH. And that is where you have to say, what is this? This is a particular power. This is a power that created the sun, created the day star that we know of, that raises in the east. The same one that, when the man of YAH said, "Stand still," the earth, either the earth stopped turning, or YAH stopped time, or something happened because it stopped. This power right here, this tetragrammaton, is a rare tetragrammaton. You don't hear this tetragrammaton talked of very much. You probably never heard it before. YAH Ra YAH. You see, this is the I am flame, the sun, if you will, the star. And there's more than one. There's infinite ones. You can't number them. Some are bigger than the eastern star that we know of as our sun, and bigger and brighter than ever, and would dwarf our star, like our star dwarfs other stars. When the sun starts coming up when the eastern star, if you'll notice, when our eastern day star starts to rise in the morning, the star that's known as the eastern morning star, it starts to fade. You can't even see it anymore, because this particular creation of the creator, the day star, what's known of it as the sun, the morning star, actually the morning star is that little bitty star that comes up first in the morning, that you can see. It looks really bright. And then the day star, this symbol, when it raises up in the morning and causes the other one to basically disappear. So this represents the power, the YAH sun, the YAH flame, the YAH holy flame, if you will, the YAH holy sun. And it is this one God that's the power that makes that sun shine. This God can blot out the day star and cause it to be as black as a sackcloth. You won't even be able to see it. it won't shine. The power that's inside the sun that makes it shine. This is what this name, this tetragrammaton, represents. YAH HA. And see, a lot of people, you know, they take away YAH, they take away the creator, the energy, and all they have left is Ra. And that they want to worship the sun. And that's not it. It's the power in the sun that gives it its power. It's the YAH, the creator, the energy, the spirit, that puts the angels, whether it's Michael or Raphael or whoever, in charge over the governing of the sun. And here's that, written out on page from right to left, oldest language of all times. YAH HA. YAH Ra YAH. Right there. And that's that symbol. All the way through. Now, with the last page of this particular set, this is the oldest language that we know of. See? These are the alternate ways to write YAH HA. Right, you see this here? My finger's in the way. These are the 5 other ways to write the name YAH HA. And again, from right to left, this would be YH M YH. YAH. And again, the meaning in the 5 alternate ways of writing it. This name means I am the almightiest pattern of chaos. I am the almightiest pattern of the unknown energy. I am. That's what this name means. And it's not gibberish. I mean, it's completely mind-blowing, so it feels crazy. It blew my mind and made me crazy. You know, but it's okay. YAH HA. Because the almightiest God, Yahweh Allah, YAH. In other words, this I am, the I am is God. This deity knows the pattern to chaos and makes it not so scary. You see this? And that's how it's pronounced. YAH. And I think it's pretty amazing. You see the 5 alternate ways to write it. Alright. Now that's sharing the first set of, that's sharing the first set of the 20 holiest tetragrammatons. The 20th holiest, the 20 holiest names of the one God of Moses. Again, at its roots, YAH means I am. In the second dialect, the second script, the pronunciation changes a little bit, but it still means the same thing. YAH HA, you see. And in the modern day Hebrew, where they added a bunch of different vowel sounds, dots, jots, made the whole language different, something else entirely almost, but it still kept some of its originality. The name still means the same thing, YH, Yoda, or Yodhe, means I am. That is the deity of Moses. That's the omnipresent being, the only one God who has no equal. As the title, El, or Allah, in proof that I have tried to calmly and without rambling explain to you why YAH is the one true Allah. The one true God is the I am being within and all around. And I'll be back with more.